swallow this.
Welcome back to Reasonably Afraid. It's your mom's favorite mommy's mom's podcast.
Yeah.
Mommy pod.
This is a comedy horror podcast where three comedians break down horror movies. We give you all the fun facts and jokes, and we have a good time along the way. Today we are talking about Tales from the Crypt's Demon Night from 1995.
Yeah.
Rated R, 92 minutes long. I got my co-host with me as always, Rey Reyes.
Yo.
And our kind of fill-in co-host that we just, whenever he's available, we get him lucky. We're lucky to have him, goddammit.
Yeah.
I know them and I live close. Those are my qualifications.
And he's actually very funny and talented because lots of people live close and we don't call them.
Yeah.
Oh, now you guys are making me blush.
Oh, you blushy boy. Everybody, oh wait, are we doing stage names?
Yeah, we'll do stage name for the
Yes.
online stuff.
Good. Well, go ahead. And,
Good. Now you guys know it's not my real name.
go ahead and introduce yourself and where they can find you.
Yeah, Cal Mathews. Cal Mathews Comedy on Instagram. I don't know, man. That's it. I'm gonna boost
We
myself
always
up.
have your stuff in the episode too.
Yeah.
So if you want to follow him, you can find him in the link in the description.
I'm not confident myself, but for real, follow me. I'm a funny person. I'll message you to go on a bringer show.
Please, I need 5 people, and I need you to bring
I
5
need to go
more
on
people.
Haha Comedy Club. My comedy career depends on it.
I just need 6 more people, please.
They said they're only going to give me 3 minutes if you don't bring 3 friends.
And I'm getting none of the money.
And now you learned up top in this episode that comedy is a pyramid scheme.
So yeah, even like when you're not doing bringer shows, they like, you know, and bringer people always have this logic, but they're like kind of right, where it's just like they are kind of always bringer shows.
Yeah,
But like,
of course.
yeah, but it's like
Yeah, it's
at
just
least
usually
you
'cause they
make
like and
money
know
on
you,
it
yeah.
now. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, you shouldn't be doing a show if it's a challenge to get 10 people to show up.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
you know
yeah,
what?
yeah,
You should
yeah.
be on
You shouldn't be
showcases and
headlining,
featuring
yeah.
for
Yeah,
people.
yeah, exactly.
We all know how this works.
Yeah.
Grow up. Okay, so we're going to jump into the episode. What we are going to start with is what we always start with, which is who made this movie. And, of course, we'll do the fun facts and talk about the cast as we go through the story. So,
How
starting
about
out,
we start off with who didn't make this movie, and then let them
That could
guess
take
by
a
process
while.
of
Steven
elimination.
Spielberg for sure didn't make it.
He didn't make this.
Coen Brothers.
No. Yeah.
Me.
I'll go to jail if you keep doing this.
Okay.
I hate
No, we're
this.
going to keep it off the tracks the whole time.
Tim Burton
Oh, good, something
had
new.
nothing to do with this movie.
Tim Burton had nothing to. Yes, yes. I mean, it would have been fun to watch him try. It wouldn't have been as good.
You think so?
Yeah, I think it would be
Yeah.
cool. It'd still be good,
Might
but
be
it
less
wouldn't.
gore.
Yeah,
He's not an over-the-top gore guy.
not a big gore guy.
No.
This movie is directed by Ernest Dickerson. Ernest Dickerson, you may know from directing his first film, Juice.
With Tupac?
That's the one.
Get the fuck out of here,
Yeah,
dude.
baby, that's his very first movie.
Oh, yeah, I can see the little urban tones in there.
Yep.
By
He also
urban, I
did.
mean black.
And he's Puerto Rican, so he's allowed to say.
Yeah, he's
it.
allowed to say it.
Don't you say black.
The very few privileges of being a minority.
He also did Bulletproof. He did Bones, Never Die Alone, the Purge TV show, which I didn't even know existed.
Yeah. They did a TV show.
But he got his start with being a cinematographer. He did stuff like Eddie Murphy Raw.
Holy
Wow.
Malcolm X.
So
and,
bro's definitely at the cookouts.
Oh, yeah. And Public Enemy's music videos and
Holy
Bruce
shit.
Springsteen music
Yeah.
videos.
Nice, dude.
So-
Is this guy white?
No. Black dude.
Oh, okay.
Black dude with dreads.
I for some reason in the 80s, I like an 80s horror movie. I assumed all the directors were white, but I
Well, this
was
is from
wrong.
'95, so
Oh, okay. Well, it does got an 80s feel to it.
a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I think it's because it's a TV movie, so it's like
it's not a TV movie.
Man,
Okay,
you are
never mind.
striking out, dude.
Christ. I'll just fucking put a gun in my mouth.
You telling me a black guy made this?
As you can tell, I'm the one who does the research.
Yeah. I had nothing. I had no idea like who these people were. Or,
Well, we'll keep going. The writers for this film, there's a writing duo, Ethan Reef and Cyrus Voris. They killer name Cyrus Voris.
That's
feels right.
Yeah.
They wrote Bulletproof Monk, the entire Kung Fu Panda series. That's kind of a shock, you know. There's like 3 or 4 Kung Fu Pandas, right? Just doesn't feel like it matches this vibe at all.
I don't know. I think Kung Fu Panda has that same kind of continuous. As a dad, I will defend Kung Fu Panda. Kung Fu.
Nice.
First off, Jack Black, mwah, love him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also, continuous action throughout. It kind of had that same action-y pace to it, so I can definitely see that, especially once you get to the. I mean, through and through, action-packed.
Did you see Minecraft?
I did see Minecraft. I loved it.
That's actually really
Dude,
good.
the new Anaconda. Anyway, let's talk
Is
about
it
this
really
movie.
He did Robin
It
Hood
was
from
good for
2010.
Okay.
With was it Russell Crowe?
Yeah.
That Robin Hood. They
Who
wrote
are we talking
that.
about again? Is still the director?
These are the writers.
Okay.
And they did the Josh Kirby Time Warrior series, which
Nice.
was a Troma production, I do believe. And also some help from Mark Bishop, who has no writing credits, but this basically. Anyway, so shout out to him. But yeah, so Ethan and Cyrus wrote this, and it was actually a spec script written in '87, and it was meant to go to Tom Holland from directing Child's Play, and it was supposed to be his next movie. They actually wrote it with him in mind, and then it got shelved and passed around in Hollywood and got put in basically the Hollywood script graveyard for years until when Tales from the Crypt decided that they were going to do a 3-film series run. And then this film, being the only one that doesn't have a Tales from the Crypt vibe if you watch the show.
Right.
This film was actually not slated to be the first one. It was the first one that got finished. And they didn't have any of the other ones even shot yet. So they wound up putting it out first. So this film, basically the script was dead. Nobody wanted it. And then 7 or 8 years later, it just wound up getting made. And then Tales from the Crypt was like, we'll take it.
Yeah.
So kind of a funny twist for how that works, because it was not originally meant to be Tales from the Crypt at all. So,
Really?
Yeah, kind of a cool way for. That's kind of a cool way. You think your script's dead, next thing you know, you're a Tales from the Crypt movie. It's kind of fucking wild.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Cinematographer Rick Boda, he shot The Babysitter, Barbed Wire, which is the Pam Anderson action movie from '96 that I tricked my dad into renting for me so I could
Jerk off to
stick
it?
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just kept waiting for it. I was like, go to bed, old man. Jesus Christ, it's taking fucking forever. Why are
Reminded
you?
of that movie, and now all his socks are stiff.
Dude, I tried to sneak it into a stack of other movies because he was renting 5. And because every weekend he'd rent 5 movies because, I'd stay the weekend with him or whatever. And I thought I was sneaking it in. And then I was like, dude, I fucking pulled it off. We got Barbed Wire. And we got home. My dad's like, so are we watching this together? I was like, damn, I thought I snuck it in.
That's so funny. He's like, because I'm going to watch it alone.
Yeah, he's like, I'm going to watch it alone. You can watch it alone if you're not that. It's 11.
Don't tell your mother.
Dude, it might as well have been on a plaque over his door before I would leave his house. Don't tell your mother was always Pulp Fiction,
that.
Don't tell your mother.
Yeah. No, yeah, I've had plenty of movies that I've watched with my kid where they're like, let's hold off.
Let her know in a couple of years.
Let's find a way to tell your mom.
Let me handle it, yeah. So the cinematographer also did House on Haunted Hill, the 98 one, or 99, Valentine, and 3 different Hellraiser movies from 02 and 05. Because they did two direct-to-video Hellraisers in 2005. They were getting bored, Sometimes you got to crank them out. Lastly, the composer is Edward Shearmur.
Okay.
Yep, he did Species 2, Cruel Intentions, Blue Streak, 9 Lives, which is the other Paris Hilton horror movie that no one saw, and then all the Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Wow.
Nice
stuff. So yeah.
Pretty stacked.
Yeah, pretty stacked. All those
film.
people, really, besides Mark Bishop, random writer, everybody's got a pretty solid foundation to make a cool fucking movie, So I think we can jump into the story. You just watched it.
Yes.
Was that the first time?
That was the first time, yeah.
Nice.
It
What
was,
did you think about it?
I thought it was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun. I like the religious tones to it. I think that stuff's pretty cool. I love whenever... I do love horror movies that go in that direction if they do it the right way, and especially because using that specifically, like Christian religious framework, is very. There's so much cool stuff to it that's overlooked by because it's religious. But when you look at it as like almost in the same terms as like mythology, you can create. I mean, it's foundational for most Western horror films.
Right.
Yeah.
Is encapsulating that like within the culture. Also, I love westerns. Like Western, yes, and that had
it does have
the
some
general
Western vibe. Yeah. Loner
to
coming
a
into
Western.
town. Yeah.
It was very, to me, the story structure was very Western.
Yeah.
Very much so. Very shootout. Very
like held up in a like gun smoke held up in a
kind of the Red Dead
thing.
Zombies kind of thing, like that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. Yeah, and I've been playing Red Dead Redemption 2. Got a PS5 for Christmas.
Hey,
ooh, big boy.
Man, I've just been being a cowboy at my house. Just been like,
dude, I've been looking.
The
for,
modern world is closing in on us.
I've been looking for people to play Helldivers with because I never really got too far on it. You would like it. It's like Starship Troopers, and we're all part of Super Earth.
Nice.
And we're colonizing the universe.
Did the guy that made Starship Troopers?
It's very satirical, but like people don't, it goes over.
Didn't the guy that made Starship Troopers like help with it or something, or like
possibly it is?
I think
like hugely Starship Troopers like coded. Yeah. Like there, you fight bugs. Like you're just like these, like you're the Helldivers fighting these bugs that you mine for oil because their blood is oil.
Of course.
Yeah.
Speaking of, you guys been watching the news lately? Something about wars
I bring
and
this
oil
up for no reason. Yeah. It's funny you brought up the religious thing because I said it to him last night, and he was like, "Yeah, it definitely checks out that it's like it is kind of religious horror." Like,
and
I never really thought about it that way because I love this fucking movie, dude. I saw this movie when I was when it came out when I was like 10. I had this and Independence Day on VHS.
Wow, those are solid. Yeah, that's solid.
And I just watched them like nonstop because when you're like stuck in the house in the 90s during the summer and just like your parents are leaving you alone and all you got is some action figures and a couple of VHS tapes and most of them are your lesbian mom's lesbian mom movies. It's like Nell. Like Nell, and then like Steel Magnolias, and then there's Demon Knight and Independence Day. It's like you know which one the 10-year-old boy's gonna watch.
Yeah.
Nell,
but I did like Nell. No, but yeah, dude, I just love this movie. But yeah, I never really thought about about it being like kind of religious horror because it's not like driving the whole story necessarily, but at the same time, it kind of is. Like it's like dually running with like just being kind of a sick horror movie. Like like it's always kind of it's like our society, right? It's always like in the background.
Yeah,
like God lurking.
I don't know. I like this the direction that they gave it, because it's like there's some horror movies where like you got that Christian background and it's like you can kind of feel like the message is like go to church. Like I feel like The Conjuring comes off as that.
Right.
Like a lot of the Conjuring series feels like they're just trying to get me to go to church.
Which is what the Warrens wanted.
Yeah, why am I rooting for Christianity right now? Type of thing.
Because the Warrens were trying to get people to go to church.
Yep. Well, then you have like Exorcist though, where it's just the through line. It's just what's connecting you to the story.
Right. Exactly. And that's the same thing with this one, where it's just like it almost feels like this was a vengeful God. It's just like why are you cursing this man to this life for nothing? Like he didn't do anything besides get fucking drafted.
Yeah.
Like, get the fuck.
He was just following orders.
Well, he was fighting Nazis. He was on the good side.
No, World War I.
Yeah.
So not Nazis.
Oh, not Nazis.
Yeah, they were the guys who
the Hun.
Yeah, the Hun.
Yeah. They were the more chill. They weren't great, but they weren't Nazis.
I mean, how chill were they? I don't think they were super cool to Jews.
No,
I don't think the Prussians were
like
tight with them.
No, they just didn't round them all up.
Trying to invade and shit, like
Yeah. Just
so they're still
pretty
awful.
Pretty regular warfare.
Yeah, because invading other countries is bad.
We don't know if you guys know this, but invading other countries.
Yeah,
not a great move. Yeah,
maybe you should just not break into your neighbors' territories
and steal their politicians.
Then
and make the price of cocaine higher.
That's the real problem here.
Shit.
Or if
I
you
don't
are
care
going
how
to do
much
it.
oil is. I want cheaper cocaine.
I mean, Venezuela's like all like diesel fuel, though, isn't it? It's not even gonna affect us.
I don't know, man.
Oh, you mean price-wise?
No. It's like the type of oil that they make is like sour crude oil, something like that. So it's like it doesn't make commercial gasoline. It makes diesel fuel.
Oh, we use petroleum for everything though, so it's still
Still
usable.
doesn't, yeah.
No.
Okay, well, whatever.
But it doesn't really matter, right? It's really more about like, hey, don't look at the files. So.
Yeah. Well, and then like this is all the
So what's
fucking
going on with
issues.
this movie?
Yeah. You know what? Join Patreon.
Listen,
Yeah.
guys, bury your head in the sand. It's a better life.
Patreon.com/reasonablyafraid. You can start as low as $3 a month and for audio and $5 for video, and it goes up from there, and you can hear us talk about all the extra stuff.
Yeah, until I start checking out. Every now and then I'll check out, and I'm much happier for it. And then out of nowhere, something will happen, and I'll go in the rabbit hole of like, all right, well, I guess I'm reading about the history of this thing now. Which is the whole Venezuela thing was just like, oh, yeah, we did this already. And then I had to read about every time that we did this already.
So, Tales from the Crypt Demon Night.
Yeah.
It opens with a classic banger from the mid-'90s. You got Hey Man, Nice Shot by Filter.
Yes.
Of course, that song is about
I don't know.
a politician that blew his head off.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I forget the guy's name.
Oh,
but
yeah, I saw that video.
I'm bad
When
about
I was
knowing.
like 11.
Bad about knowing what songs are about. I'm always just like, yeah, this is great.
Yeah. You guys know the song, and if you don't, go look it up. Filter. Hey Man, Nice Shot.
Yeah, I saw that video on Traces of Death when I was. Like,
Faces of Death?
No, Traces of Death.
What is Traces of Death?
Traces of Death is the real one.
Yeah.
Because there's Faces of Death, which is the horror movie that's, feigning, depicting real death, and then I have a couple like killings of monkeys or whatever. But then Traces of Death is just like footage of people dying.
Patreon.com. No.
Yeah.
we don't have that.
Don't watch Traces.
We don't have that.
Yeah, you're gonna have to pay a little extra for that.
Yeah, go to the $25 tier. You can
I
see people
didn't-
get killed in real life.
Want to be very clear. I did not choose to watch this. It's just a friend of mine, his dad had it, and he was just like, "Watch this," and I was just like, "What the fuck are we watching?"
Yes. Poor parenting.
Poor parenting. You
Oh,
know?
wait, before we hop into that, though, because I always think at the beginning of the movie as that car chase scene, but actually they do, it's really doesn't like we talked about before, it's not really a Tales from the Crypt style story. You know, it's usually like some kind of morality tale.
Yeah.
Right,
Tales from the
almost
Crypt.
Twilight Zone type deal.
Yeah. But I always forget there is that very fun opening where they're like, hey, regardless of how the rest of this goes, this is a Tales from the Crypt story.
Yeah.
So they do open like on you think you're watching like a regular horror movie at the beginning, right? And it's like the chick just killed her husband, and then he shows up to kill her in the end. But that guy, the slasher, is his character name is John Larroquette, who was very popular in the 90s. He was on Night Court, right? Pretty sure. Anyway, John Larroquette. And it is the slasher, and then you hear the Crypt Keeper yell "cut." The Crypt Keeper, the voice of the Crypt Keeper, done by John Kassir, I think is how you say his name. Kassir. Kassir. Sounds right.
Sure, I'm not gonna correct. I would take a stab at it, but I don't know. So I was
John Kassir.
Yeah, that actually might be it.
With that iconic laugh and the voice, and dude, that music. Every time I hear that fucking music, it just like because I grew up with Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah.
With it's another one of those don't tell your mom things. My dad would get me on the weekends, and then he would. I used to think my dad just wanted me to see cool shit. Now it's occurred to me as an adult, he just didn't have another TV. So
Oh yeah.
so he was like, you get to watch the cool thing because I don't want to watch a kids program.
Right.
And so he'd let me watch crazy shit like Tales from the Crypt that is not made for children.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's how it all starts out with letting you know that this is a Tales from the Crypt movie. And then the dumb wordplay, because it's coming from a skeleton, you kind of don't mind all the goofy shit that he says.
Yeah.
I love that stuff.
Yeah.
I love and especially when you like with like this movie specifically because it has such a different tone. I don't know. It kind of reminds me of when you go to the movies. And when you go to the movies and they have like all the build up to it, especially if it's like a really well done like production within the theater as well. Having that like I don't know, the intro stuff. Any like Elvira.
Yeah. It's almost like he's his own horror host.
Yeah.
Like an Elvira style show.
Yeah.
Or like Joe Bob, like Last Drive-In type thing. But the movie is theirs that they made instead of like an old B movie that they're showing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. I think that's such a good, like that whole creature feature vibe. I wish there was more of that. Like I wish there was more. And you see it here in Hollywood, obviously, with things like the New Beverly, like Quentin Tarantino's thing, and then some of the small theaters where they kind of make a whole show of it. It's not just here's some previews.
Yeah, they
movie,
have a guy come in and talk about it, like who directed it and stuff like that. Yeah, it's cool.
But those are fun. I like that a lot. I also I didn't know they did this. There was like a Freddy Krueger TV show.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I was at Falcon
Freddy's
Bar
Nightmares.
Yeah.
It's
at Falcon Bar in Orlando, and they were like playing those while I was there, and I was like, "Oh, dude, this shit is cool." I love those.
Go back and watch it sometime, and then you remember that it was on network television.
Yeah,
it's fucking unreal that they did that.
Yeah.
Like, how did you guys do this? This is crazy.
Yeah, I have a new obsession with those movies. I haven't watched the show yet, but I fucking love those movies. They're so fucking well done and so fun.
Yeah. Okay, so once we get past the opening Crypt Keeper, to get you in the mood, get you juiced up, that's when we jump into the car chase scene. We got the opening credits. We are introduced to Breaker and the Collector, and of course Breaker has got the what would you call that? It's not an amulet. What is it? It's like I guess it's just a key.
It's a flask.
Flask.
The
flask.
relic.
The relic.
The
Yeah,
relic.
Good way to put it. Yeah.
That's what they.
Yeah, he's
That's
holding.
what they refer to it as.
Yeah. He's got the relic, and the Collector is on the chase, and I think his character name is pretty obvious for what his whole role is. Those guys.
Breaker?
Oh no, the Collector.
The Collector.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
William Sadler plays Breaker. William Sadler had a pretty good run leading up to this because he got to start with Hanky Panky, which is not a well-known movie from '82, but he went on to do Hard to Kill, which was one of those classic '90s action movies, and then kept that going with Die Hard and or Die Hard 2, I think. Yeah, Die Hard 2, and then he was even he was in Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey,
Nice,
where he played the Grim Reaper. So if any of you remember that. He was also in the movie Freaked, and then would also go on to be in the other Tales from the Crypt movie, Bordello Blood.
Need to see that.
Yeah. And, of course, Billy Zane. Everybody knows Billy Zane from...
No idea.
God damn it.
Dude, I'm so bad at remembering.
Who is Billy Zane? Who's the white guy who tries to steal everything?
The Collector.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Collector,
He's from
okay.
Titanic, though.
He's
Isn't he?
he's from Titanic.
Yeah.
Got hair.
Yeah.
And Titanic.
Oh, I didn't recognize him with the
I know. I do know that only because his character name is also the name that I use, and it's like, all right.
That's funny.
It's like, yep, that piece of shit, I guess.
Well, he got to start in Back to the Future.
Yeah,
Which he would go on to be in Back to the Future 2.
Wait, who is he in Back to the Future?
I don't have it written down, but I think his name's Match or something. I forget the name of the character, but that was like his first role, being in a feature film. He went on to be in Critters, Memphis Belle, which is a great movie about the flying fortresses of World War II that I really enjoyed. The Phantom, which didn't get as much popularity as everybody thought it would. And then Titanic, and everybody thought Billy Zane was going to be the star that he really kind of feels like. When you watch Titanic, he's like like the snobby rich guy being a real dickhead, and is like, what a good actor. And then he just kind of, I don't know what happened. Hollywood just kind of, I don't know, they fucked him.
Yeah, it's weird to see. You see that a lot where people are like perfect for a specific role, and I think in this movie he was perfect for the role that he played. But just like, I mean, this was a script that got buried by Hollywood, and it was fantastic.
Right.
So it's like you probably see the same. I mean, you definitely see the same thing with actors, where you're like, what happened to them? It's
right.
like, well, I mean, people didn't think they were worth the cost or whatever.
And he still works. He works his ass off. He's like, you know, he's not one of those guys that's like, oh, I can only be in like something that's like some big budget whatever. He like took the work where it was, you know. He was in Zoolander, which is kind of 1 and 2, which is kind of funny, you know, because he's got like the male model face thing, you know. And then he's done some stuff where he pops up as him as the actor, sort of the James Van Der Beek thing, you know. But yeah, he's still in stuff today. He's got 2 projects coming out like next month.
Nice.
So yeah.
Oh, okay.
And he even played Brando in a movie last year. Marlon Brando.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's called Waltzing with Brando, which is like a weird thing I never heard of. But anyway, yeah, Billy Zane, fucking great actor. So fun to watch in this movie. Like you're like, man, if he got more roles like this, maybe he would have been like bigger as like a character actor or something.
Yeah, he's a good bad guy.
Yeah. I mean, I guess also Titanic, it was kind of a bit part, but it was just extended throughout the entire movie, just kind of that.
And you really fucking hate him in that, you know? Yeah. And
which
in this,
is great.
And this, you like love him.
Yeah.
Even though he's like the bad guy, you know?
Love a lovable villain.
Oh, yeah.
Good, lovable villain. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah, he had a great thing. They asked him, what was your motivation for this character? And he said, I wanted to be... So my motivation was like the genie from Aladdin, Robin Williams genie from Aladdin, but like from hell.
Oh, okay, yeah, that was solid.
Because he's like showing up, he's like showing them like their fantasies, like, oh, do you want this? But he's also like, you know, fucking evil.
Yeah. There is like a comedic element to it for sure.
Yeah.
Or especially like when he pops up after the fat guy takes out one of the demons with the sex worker to save her life, and then they drag him back in, and when she turns around, he's like standing right there, and he's got like almost like a very casual vibe, and then they shut the door on him, and he's like, come on.
when he goes up the breaker,
what are we doing here?
When he goes up the breaker to like grab the key, but he's already put the blood on the seal, and it zaps him, and he goes, God damn! He goes, come on. But yeah, I guess we'll get to it because it doesn't take long to get there, which is good. They don't waste a lot of time. Like that journey of like getting him from the car chase to in there is like, it feels like perfect pacing.
Yes. Oh yeah.
It's like car crash, get out, run, tries to steal a car. Those people immediately, the kid's outside, sees him trying to steal the car. He has a drink with Dick Miller, which is crazy. He's like, yeah, I'll fucking drink with you in this weird alleyway or whatever, and then makes his way to the hotel. But the really funny part is and I guess it's where they really let you know like the kind of comedy behind that character for Billy Zane is like when he shows up behind the cars on fire, and they're like they're trying to figure out who he is because there's no way he just got out of this car, you know?
Right.
And they can't believe it. He's like, I'm a little dinged up, but I'm okay. And he's like perfectly fine.
Yeah.
And he's like, do you want to sit here and argue about this all day, or do you want to go get the guy that stole the stuff? And these guys, the bumbling cops, always in the horror movies and in real life, the bumbling cops immediately just believe him.
Oh yes. Well, he just walked with a kind of like a confident, like as if he's an authority figure.
Yeah.
And they just were like, yeah, he seems like he's
had a cowboy hat.
Yeah.
You got a cowboy hat. You got to listen to the guy.
Yeah.
This is very personal for me because my car was totaled while it was parked very recently, and I was 0% at fault. And if that happened, and then all of a sudden that guy who hit my car showed up with 2 cops, and they were like, actually, you stole something, I'd be like, fucking kill yourself. Like, what are you talking about? He hit my car while I was parked, so I got they're
like, well, he's got
I didn't like this guy from the get-go. Also, okay, this is an old joke my grandpa used to tell me. It's why I hate cowboy hats, because he had a lot of biases for a lot of things. He said, and this is a street joke, and a lot of people have heard it. It's like, what's the difference between tampons and cowboy hats? Cowboy hats are for assholes. And
Nice.
that's lived with me for the rest of my life. So good choice on the cowboy hat for the villain on this.
Oh yeah.
He's a real asshole. Okay. And so pretty quickly, he's able to make his way over there to the hotel, and then immediately convinces the police. Billy Zane's character, just gets the police to also take him to the hotel to go get his stolen property.
Yeah.
You know how cops do. Oh, you need to ride somewhere?
Yeah, I got you.
You want to come be a cop with us? Fucking crazy. It's so crazy. So they make their way over to the hotel. This is where we're introduced to Irene, which is played by CCH Pounder, who gives them the room. CCH Pounder is a fucking killer actress. She's been in a bunch of stuff.
She's the one that got her arm ripped off, right?
Yeah. She's the one that gets her arm
she's
ripped off. She's actually in all the Avatar movies. She does the voice in all the Avatar movies.
Really?
She's in the new Naked Gun movie.
I don't remember her.
Godzilla King of the Monsters.
Holy shit.
End of Days. She was in Face Off. Psycho 4. Yeah, she's been around for a minute. And of course, we have the most famous person in this movie, if you ask her.
Jada Pinkett Smith.
Jada Pinkett Smith. Jada Pinkett Smith. Of course, you know her from being married to that guy.
Yeah.
Who slapped Chris Rock.
Yeah. Super chill, fun person, she seems like. Plays Geraldine. Geraldine almost got played by Cameron Diaz.
Oh, wow.
But luckily, there was some representation in this film because Hollywood was trying to shove a blonde lady down the director's throat, and the director was a black dude who was like, no.
Yeah.
I want to work with people I know.
Yeah, this is back when she used to hang out with Tupac.
Yeah, he was still alive.
Mm-hmm. And which makes sense because
I'd hope so.
he directed Juice.
Yes.
So that means that was probably that connection there.
Yeah.
Like how she got that role.
Yeah. And then she was also like pretty hot at the time. Like she was like doing a lot of, she was doing a lot of work. She was in A Low Down Dirty Shame. She was in Nutty Professor, Set It Off, Scream 2.
She was a Nutty Professor.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
The Matrix Reloaded. She was in that. And then also went on to be in that god-awful show Gotham. It was kind of fun at first.
Yeah.
And it got a little weird.
Yeah, I've had conversations. I won't go too far. Yeah, there you go. I don't have anything to add, actually. Whatever I was going to say, I'm going to stop.
Okay, so he gets his room. She's on a work release program. You find out through the when she's not doing any work, and then CCH Pounder's like, thought it was called work release. He's like, oh, okay. They get to know each other pretty quick. Dick Miller, by the way, the town drunk guy who's there hanging out. Dick Miller, we just talked about in Gremlins.
Oh, yeah. He was the racist dude.
Yeah. But he's
xenophobic, I guess. Same difference.
Same difference.
Xenophobic's where you don't like other kinds of white people.
Yeah, you can add white people to your
These goddamn Polish idiots, get them out of my town.
Dick Miller, of course, in everything Joe Dante's ever worked on, and a horror icon all the way from Bucket of Blood from '59 till the day he died. Wait, is he dead? He's dead. I'm pretty sure he's dead. We don't need to. Yeah, we were doing Gremlins, and I kept mentioning all the people that died. And like, can you just stop though? Like, I know we're supposed to be saying R.I.P., but it's like taking up a lot of the episode. So that's when we're kind of introduced to the main cast at this point. Thomas Hayden Church shows up. He's the guy that he talks about the car almost getting stolen. Thomas Hayden Church. Not hugely popular at the time in terms of movies, but he was on the TV show Wings from 1990 to 1995. So he was doing this in his last year of Wings, but hugely famous from that. But he had done some Western stuff. He did Tombstone in '93. Part of the Academy Award-winning Sideways in 2004. Idiocracy. And of course Spider-Man 3, where he was the Sandman guy.
Yeah.
Oh shit,
He's
he
great.
was Sandman.
Yeah, he's
Holy
fantastic.
shit.
I've seen him in quite a few things. He's been in a number of comedy movies as well. He's great. He's of the actors that were in this movie, like as far as like the work outside of the movie, I liked him a lot. Like, he's very good.
And he's in the new Twisted Metal show too, which I haven't watched.
Oh, I gotta see that.
I fucking love Twisted Metal.
Yeah, isn't
so goddamn
Falcon in that? What's his name? Fucking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Anthony
Mackie. Yeah. Papa Doc.
Also, the other characters we're introduced to, Wally just got fired from the post office. That's played by Charles Flesher, who is a stand-up comic.
Was he really?
In his bio, it says you can find him regularly at the Laugh Factory. And I feel like that bio might be about 15 years old.
Yeah. I never saw you at the Laugh Factory. I don't go as often.
I don't get that much.
But he actually got his start. He was in Nightmare on Elm Street. I mean, he did a lot of TV work, but he was in Nightmare on Elm Street. He was in Dick Tracy. He was in the movie Zodiac and Funny People in the 2000s. Nice. He's in a horror movie called Hanukkah, which we need to cover next year.
Oh my god, yes!
Like I didn't even know that existed.
About?
And also, you're gonna love this. I wrote this down just for my boy. He plays Boris in Balto 2 and 3.
What? The goose?
The goose.
The goose?
Yeah, he has a lot of voice acting work because of being in comedy.
But also 2 and 3 are like, It's the first one that's best. I'll get past
Let's do a critical analysis of Balto 3.
We cover kids movies, but we still just cuss. And then, of course, the sex worker, Cordelia, played by Brenda Backey, who was in the not softcore exactly, but softcore seeming movies from the mid 80s like Last Resort and Hard Bodies 2. But she was also in one of the episodes we covered, Death Spa, baby.
Oh,
yeah, she played Laura Danvers.
Look at that.
Yeah, not to be confused with Carol Danvers. That's from Marvel. That's different.
Who does she play? I don't even want to know.
It doesn't matter. No one remembers who anybody is in Death Spa. Death Spa is so stupid and fun. She was also in Hot Shots Part 2.
It's a great movie.
Outstanding movie. Under Siege 2 and LA Confidential. So
all three solid.
So now we know our cast of characters. We've been introduced to pretty much everybody, and our bumbling cops show up to arrest Breaker. And it's all going according to plan, and they don't know where the key is until Dick Miller gives him up, and he goes, "Oh, I saw him stash it. I didn't even realize it." But unfortunately for the police, they also have realized that Billy Zane's character is not who he says he is. Both cars are reported as stolen, and so they try to arrest him. And they
puts a fucking hole through the guy's face.
Yeah, that was.
He fists his face, dude.
Just fucking one sweep too, just like his fucking gets stuck.
Yeah,
gets stuck.
It's the moment, like the vibe of the movie before that is like, I like this. I like this is going. This feels right. Yeah. As soon as that happens, you're like, fuck.
Yeah, it was a great turn, I think, because. We were talking about before, like the hook in this movie. Well, the hook is the very beginning with the Crypt Keeper, but then you get through all of this, even stand alone, like it hooks you immediately. You get into the hotel, there's comedy, there's tits, there's like all kinds of fun stuff.
Yeah.
And then the guy gets fucking face fucked with a fist.
Yeah.
And like it, like everything up to that moment was just like, it's a, silly, corny B horror movie,
sort of like Who Done It, like goofy
it's
mystery.
Great. Like all the way up through that, and then it just continues on. Pacing wise, this is great. Yeah. That was perfect.
Yeah, it doesn't happen in
Act
horror
one
enough.
turn.
Right.
It doesn't happen in horror enough, but I love it every time I see it when someone punches a hole through someone's fucking face. It's awesome. So good. It was just this and fucking Dead Alive.
Yeah.
Another great punching a hole through someone's fucking face.
Yeah.
So cool.
Which is sort of like weirdly complementary of each other, right? Like Dead Alive has that, and then this movie has that. But then Peter Jackson, who made Dead Alive, goes on to make the Lord of the Rings movies and everyone and like fans have pointed out, like those demons look, they just are the demons from, or not demons, but what are they in Lord of the Rings?
Orcs.
The orcs in Lord of the Rings look exactly like whoever did the creature effects. It's an exact, almost exact replica of those orcs. Like look like the demons. It's crazy. Yeah. So yeah, little Peter Jackson tie-in there. Yeah. Punches him straight through his face, but he gets his hand stuck in, which is hilarious.
Yeah. That effect needs to be done more. I just how have we gotten so many superhero movies and none of them have punched a hole through someone's face?
Yeah.
You know,
that's a great point. If anybody can, superheroes for sure.
Yeah.
Because he's a super villain, really. This guy.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. The best part when he rips the head off and then he's like, heads up, he like tosses to the cop. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Fisted through the face. At this point, everybody's lost their fucking minds.
Yeah.
Because they don't know it. The other cop doesn't know what to do. He's like going for his gun. He's like, Breaker gets free. You know, he gets the keys, gets himself free. And then he gets the key back, puts it on his face, and that's when we find out just how powerful that is and why the guy doesn't want to touch it. Remember, because he's like, hey, well, that's my stolen property. Could you put it in the case for me? Like, he wants him to do it because he can't touch it. And then also he's like, go ahead and empty that out. Looks like he put some stuff in there. Like, you know, and we, of course, all know now that he's like, go ahead and dump out the blood of Christ. We don't need that in there. Dump Why don't you get rid of that blood of Christ there? Burns his face and then he dives out the window so comically, like it looked like a cartoon the way Billy's in. He fucking dives fingers first out the window, and that's when it gets outside and has that fucking fantastic line. All you gotta do is give me the key.
Yeah.
Fucking hold on, I wrote it down because I needed to say it in order. Where is it? Do you guys remember how it goes?
No. Sorry.
Fuck this cowboy shit. You fucking ho dunk, po dunk, well done there, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Well done there.
It's so good, dude. And then that's when he says this land is or building is officially condemned. And then he means it in the biblical sense, where he tears open his wrists, shakes that fucking blood out, and then he starts birthing the little baby demons.
You baby demons.
And now, you may say to yourself, CGI? How did they get this glowing liquid? You know? But, of course, this is like early days of CGI. Jurassic Park came out the year before this. They just did what any low-budget movie would need to do. They got a bunch of glow sticks, broke them open, and fucking collected up the green liquid.
Hell yeah, dude.
Which is fucking cool as shit. Because you light it up with those studio lights, and it just looks like green glowing shit. Isn't that wild? They didn't have to do any like computer enhancement to that stuff. It looks fucking great, dude.
Yeah. There's so much stuff that you can do, but whatever. I'm not gonna get into all that stuff. I'm a practical effects guy, and I think all that shit's cool as fuck.
Yeah, you can always use it to be complimentary of something if you need to, like make things look better. But like, you know, rebuilding. It sort of reminds me of like AI stuff right now, where like, like I have a friend that like he keeps making little funny videos, but it's like shit that you don't need the AI. It'll be like him in a bedroom. I'm like, you could have just shot this.
Yeah.
You didn't need to have a not your bedroom.
Well, that would take, you know, getting up.
Yeah. Let's empty Lake Havasu because I don't want to get out of my fucking bed. You hear me, Andrew? All right. I just call out my friends on this.
Welcome to the Calling Out Your Friends podcast. This is where
we've had Andrew on here.
Yeah. He did Night of the Living Dead with us in Daytona. Nice. Love him very much, and I owe him money, so I probably should stop. Well, I don't owe him money. I owe him merch, which is kind of like money.
Yeah, kind of
for him. Let's move on. I'm cutting that part out.
Merch is the currency of comics.
Yeah. Who needs a shot glass? Okay. So
let me get 5 minutes and I'll make you 25 t-shirts.
That's such a bad deal.
That's so many t-shirts.
It's so many t-shirts. That's a lot of work for 5 minutes of stage time. Well, I guess it depends on where the stage time is, right?
I wouldn't do that for the Comedy Store.
That's fair.
25 T-shirts. I'll just go to potluck.
It's just a door. It's just a door guy that can't get you time anyway. You're like, oh no, I wasted $100. Okay, so at this point, Roach, Thomas Hayden Church's character, Roach, goes to run outside to escape, even though Breaker has told him, don't do that. What a bad idea. And of course it's a bad idea. You just watch a bunch of fucking demons crawl out of the ground. And you're like, I'm going to make a run for it. That dumb shit. So, of course, they get attacked. Cordelia tries to follow after him. And then she is... It's so funny. He just shoves her into the demons. It's like, he's such a piece of shit from start to finish. And Wally saves her, though, by running outside. And he shoots at the demons. And then he hits one... in the head. Nothing happens, but Breaker tells him you got to hit him in the eyes. And as soon as
he shot in the head like 3 times.
Yeah.
This guy's a good shot.
He's a very good shot.
Yeah. He would have fucked that post office up.
Dude.
He would have fucked that post office up.
He was practicing.
Bro, you know what's funny? I forgot about that element of this. I just remember watching it when I was like 10 and thinking it was badass that they had all these guns and shit, and I didn't pick up on the postal thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then now looking back at it, they find all the guns and grenades in a letter where he's like admitting to like
back when we only thought shootings were at post offices.
Yeah.
Oh, you ever been to the post office? I get it.
Now that they have stamps.com and shit, I mean, I haven't stood at a counter at a post office in 10 years.
Yeah.
Like, I just go and buy the thing online, and then I'd leave it with them. You don't have to be upset with anybody. But if you work there, because that's the thing, all the postal service stuff, between 1970 and 1997, more than 40 postal workers were killed by their fellow employees, 3 of those being mass shootings.
Jesus.
40.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So whatever they had to do to re-engineer the post office seems to have worked. Much less people have been getting murdered by their coworkers at the post office.
Yeah. They just, took it to movie theaters and concerts.
Schools.
So whatever you guys did with the post office in the last 20 years, try and do it everywhere else, I guess.
I've talked about that before,
yeah,
where it's just like because they improved the conditions at like the post office to stop the shootings, and I'm like, have you thought about that with schools? Have you thought about making schools less terrible?
They're like, we took the arts out of them.
Yeah, we took away arts and outside time.
Oh, did that not fix it?
Kill each other now?
Did that not fix it?
Well, I didn't know this. It's a fucking $1 billion business. Of like
school shootings?
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Oh, shit.
It is.
Okay.
It is. So like there's like a bunch of people making a ton of money off of like school shooting defense. So like there are people profiting off of that
that
shit.
makes sense.
There was like a whole documentary. I haven't seen it, but like there's a whole like just like from the trailer, like there's companies that are like, making these doors and stuff that are bulletproof for schools. So it's like if this did all go away,
It's just like the military-industrial complex shit.
It's
same
everything.
stuff.
It's every
Private
problem
prisons.
that we have in capitalism is made by a bunch of rich people to try to make money off of our problems.
You heard it here, folks.
In case you've never listened to this show before,
never heard.
Yeah.
In case you've never heard our show before,
Yeah.
now you know.
Why do people keep making? Why do people keep shooting up schools? Because someone's making money off of it.
Well, there's some other stuff too, but yeah, okay. We don't need to.
Welcome to school shooting.
I mean, I'm not saying it's cause, but it's like why it's been allowed for so long.
Well said. Okay. So now we've established that the way to kill these demons is you shoot them in the fucking eyeballs, and they say because it frees their souls from the torment of being demons. So we know you got to hit them in the eyes, which realistically would make this a pretty difficult situation.
Incredibly hard, dude.
Now, you spent some time in the military previously, and you've handled firearms through a larger part of your life. How likely is it that these people were able to pull this movie off if we were to make it realistic? Because that's not as fun, but just odds-wise, it's not looking good, huh?
Yeah, so I can tolerate the shooting them in the eyes thing.
Okay.
I get it. It's fun. Action movies, it's all like unrealistic. Where I lost it, and this has nothing. I used to do archery. I used to shoot bows a lot. And when these motherfuckers are out here shooting dudes in the fucking eye with a bow, like you just picked up a bow and started like that shit's hard. Yes. Like you can't aim like those kind of bows. I'm gonna get a little. This is this is a Joe Rogan podcast. But when you have like a recurve bow, something without sights on it, you have to shoot like hundreds of reps to even like to shoot somebody like
all.
15 yards away in the chest. General area, much less and that's a relatively easy shot if you've been doing it for a while, but like it takes hundreds of repetitions to do this stuff. So where they lost me on the realism in this movie about demons is when they were fucking sniping dudes in the eye with a recurve bow. But yeah, no, those are impossible shots. Like it's insane. Like even
especially with pistols, just going like that.
It's I'm not gonna get into the nitty gritty of it, but but it was a good enough movie. If a movie is good enough to suspend disbelief, which I think this one was,
absolutely.
And honestly, more credit to them on that one. But the fucking bows, dude. That's
that's where I lost.
That's where they lost me.
Well said. You know what? I didn't even think of that because it's such a smaller part of it. But yeah, good point. Okay, so we know now. Shoot him in the eyes. Wally gets electrocuted or whatever whatever that energy is that shoots out of there. I guess that's seems like lightning. It's demon force lightning.
Yeah.
That knocks him on his ass.
Also crazy shot back to back in the eye. Like he hits both eyes.
Because
after
you can't just
shooting
hit
it
one.
in the head like 4 times. Like that's insane.
He dialed in.
Well, going back to like the Western themes of it, like quick draw and like stuff like that, which kind of like brings it back around to that. So it's a cowboy movie. I fucking love cowboy movies.
And if you'll notice, I could be wrong about this. I'm sure somebody would mention it in the comments if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that pistol is the 1911 World War I pistol that he has.
I don't remember exactly which one it is. On that one.
It's so funny when you go through those IMDb like fun facts. There's always
1911.
There's always gun dudes and car dudes like that their autism
gun dudes and car dudes.
Their autism found their way to that IMDb page, and they always post something like that, and then you just see people just like nobody ever like likes it. They're always like, okay, like 13 other car dudes are like, that is a Chevelle. So at this point, we all the windows are sealed off now thanks to Breaker and Jesus' blood. This is also when we get the
shout out,
and this is also when we get the flashback.
It's
a big J, big JC. We're going to hell. This is also when we get the flashback to Jesus when the guy is got it, which they don't explain how he has in the flashback how he has a hold of this key or anything, but he does. Some of Jesus's blood drips onto a demon that's chasing him off of Jesus and burns the demon, and then the guy puts 2 and 2 together, and which is kind of hilarious to just sit there and they're like, should I help him down? And he's like, I kind of need this blood.
Hold still. Quit squirming so much.
I'm so sorry about this. Just like poking him. So we learned some of the information about that. Crazy story about how they shot that though. So this movie was filmed inside of an airplane hangar in Van Nuys.
Oh wow.
There was an abandoned airplane hangar, so they paid the property owner and they used it to shoot the film because now this is where Ernest Dickerson's cool as fuck. He was like, I hate night shoots. Everybody hates night shoots. They take forever. They suck. You get off work at like 6 a.m. Everybody sleeps all fucked up, and he's like, everything I've ever worked on, the crew always like who needs to get the movie done. Like when you make those guys miserable, it makes the movie making experience miserable. He's like, I needed a controlled environment where we could shoot night shoots, but be during the day. and obviously they don't have the money for like some crazy soundstage or something. So he just went and got an airplane hangar. He was like, fuck it.
That's smart.
Pretty smart.
Yeah.
And I like that he didn't say it for the actors, because of course I hate how people just like shit on all actors as if like they don't also have a job to do. But truthfully, yeah, the crew, if you got people that are like, it's their job to make sure shit's getting done right, and they're like falling asleep and cranky, it's like, happy crew, get that done, that movie done on time.
Right.
Only thing was, airplane hangar full of birds. And they keep making fucking noises and squawking and shit. So between takes, they were like, you couldn't get tired if you wanted to, because between takes, every time someone would yell cut, someone would pull out a gun and fire a blank. So it's one of the few movie sets where there's just like gunshots going off like every time they yell cut.
Just to keep the birds away?
Yeah. But so for the scenes with the Jesus scenes, they had to shoot that in that same area.
Oh wow!
And so they used backdrops and made it look like that, which is cool because we were talking about last night how it makes it look very stylized.
Yeah, it's very biblical.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so well done. It's got that fucking almost like ethereal vibe to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what sucks about when they shot that is that you need the dirt for the desert, right? Where you got Jesus. They had a local pig farm where they sourced the dirt from. They had it shipped in, and
yeah, I'm glad that the police station decided to help them out with
that. So they sourced this dirt from a local pig farm, but somewhere along the lines, I guess no one told this pig farmer what exactly they needed this dirt for. So he was just like, oh, they just need a mound of soil. So he gave them manure. And then they trucked in manure and then poured it into this airplane hangar. And so
it's disgusting.
It just smelled like shit. And they had to... I couldn't find out whether or not they used it to shoot or if they cleared it out and replaced it, but basically, like, it stunk like shit until they could air it all out. I think they might have shot in it and just gotten it over with. I don't know though, because it's such a limited amount of scenes.
That makes that World War I scene way more disgusting because there's like mud.
Yeah.
Was that manure?
I know the parts with Jesus were, but it seems like the World War I scenes they would need to do it with that too.
Yeah.
Good point. Yeah. Ugh. Hopefully they had real dirt by then, because that's a different shot. So
yeah.
Anyway. Okay. So Breaker's got the place sealed up. The collector can't get in, but he has like Dracula type like energy or like abilities, right? Like he can like get inside people's minds, because Dracula can like kind of get you to come out of your house or whatever and come suck his dick. But this guy,
I want you to suck my dick.
I want you to suck my cock. But yeah, this guy clearly can do some wild shit, and our biggest example of that, of course, is him trying to get through to Cordelia, who has just been smacked around by Thomas Hayden Church, the weak, whiny man, pretending to be a tough guy, because that's who you are. You fuck faces. Anyway, not you, the audience. Those guys particularly. I don't feel like they would listen.
No,
I think they've tuned out already. They're like, we shouldn't be invading Venezuela. How about you go fuck yourself? I don't care.
Good point. Thank you.
Yeah, they would have checked out a long time ago.
Yeah.
And if they didn't check out before that, it would have been.
You're still listening. So, kill yourself after you suck a dick. I don't know how you do it before.
Okay. So at this point, the demon is he's getting through to, or the collector is getting through to Cordelia, and we don't fully know what that deal looks like. We just know that he's offering temptation, right?
Yeah.
But now we know
loft apartment in New York.
That's your temptation.
Yeah, well, that's what it looked like.
Yeah, fair point.
Yeah, loft apartment in New York. Yeah.
Your temptation is $3,700 a month. Listen, give me $37 a month. I'll do whatever you want. What do I got to suck your dick? What's up?
You mean I'll be able to afford this? No, I'm just saying this is on the table. You're gonna have to figure that part out.
Roach is making a plan to steal the key and give it to the collector, because he's a fucking asshole. And Wally even calls him out. And assholes don't have friends. But Wally is now sort of getting his own dream met, right? Where he's getting to finally possibly hook up with Cordelia, right? Mm-hmm. But he doesn't know that Cordelia has already made the deal with the devil, as it were, and gets fucking murdered. Yeah. Yeah. R.I.P. Wally. Which is kind of, you know what? Now this may be controversial. If the demon hadn't killed him, he was probably going to go shoot up a post office.
It's very true, yeah.
Yeah.
So sometimes you
I
get
don't know if that's controversial or not, because I feel like if you're about to go shoot a place up, it's good if someone kills you.
At that point, yeah.
It doesn't make the demon good, but it doesn't make Wally good either. Yeah.
If you think someone might shoot a place up, go with your gut.
Go with your gut. Maybe have a plan for after, though.
I wonder if you did prove it in court, where it's just like, yeah, he was gonna, like, I did kill this guy, but like he was gonna shoot up like a school. Like, would the courts just be like, yeah, it's fine?
I think you'd be like a Mangione kind of situation where the public opinion's on your side, but they're like, you still murdered somebody.
Yeah, it's still against the law.
Pesky law.
They can't fucking take the law in your own hands anymore, I swear to God.
Cordelia kills Wally, unfortunately, but they also find a mine shaft, so that's some good news. Mm-hmm. But also at this time, Irene gets her arm ripped off.
That's after they got out of the mine shaft, though, isn't it?
That's when they get back?
Oh.
Is it when they get back?
I don't remember.
Doesn't matter.
Her arm's missing regardless.
Yeah. CCH Pounder had to wear a fat suit. And it's actually kind of smart the way they did it, because, you know, when you see in those movies that someone's missing an arm, but they're clearly just have their arm tucked in. Mm-hmm. The way to, you know, this is before regular use of CGI. Easiest way to do it, they put her in a fat suit, so when she loses her arm, it actually just looks natural because she was actually way skinnier than the fat suit.
Nice.
Pretty smart, She gets her arm ripped off, takes it like a fucking champ. I liked your joke about this, about in movies when they start drinking immediately when they get injured.
Yeah. It's just because it's like, well, now you're just like injured and drunk. Yeah. Like that's like, like I get it, because it's like you're trying to get the pain to go away, but also now like you're completely useless.
Also, alcohol thins your blood, kids. Don't drink vodka if you get your arm ripped off. Just
I
want people to learn.
Help them out.
Yeah, that's why tattoo artists don't tattoo you when you're drunk, because then you bleed more.
Yeah.
Not the good ones, anyway. If everybody didn't get tattoos when they were drunk, there'd be a lot less tattoos in the world.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
You ever get a drunk tattoo?
No, all mine were
sober choices.
Just which makes them worse, truthfully.
They're way worse choices.
They were all premeditated.
This young incompetence.
Mm-hmm. One fun thing that happens when they get in the mine shaft is Roach sees his boss, who's now a demon, and he gets to kill his boss, everybody's favorite dream.
Nice.
You know? Mm-hmm. How many people would just love to shoot their boss in the face? I mean, none of us have bosses, but we've had before.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So that's a fun little thing that gets to happen.
Well, we shot them all in the face is what happened.
Yeah. They got to live out, you know, the fantasy that the post office guy wanted.
Yeah. But without all the guilt of killing innocent people.
Exactly. Yeah.
Speaking of innocent people, they find Danny, the young boy who ratted out Breaker for trying to steal the car in the beginning.
Little fucking rat.
Little fucking rat, dude. They find Danny hiding out in the mine shaft, and they're able to rescue him. And that is when Roach breaks the seal to run upstairs, and this triggers the World War I flashback, to where we get the backstory of how Breaker became the keeper of the key. We get the whole story about the 7 demons and the 7 keys, Cyrac the thief, really driving home the point of the story, which affects Roach 0%.
Yeah.
He's like the entire world will fall to darkness, and Roach is like, but I don't want to die right now.
Yeah.
Because he's a fucking pussy. Real quick, if you were to be in this situation, which character do you feel like you'd be the most like?
Oh, that's a good question. While watching it, I would say, I hate to say Breaker. I don't want to be that guy. But also, like, you sealed the place off. Lay low. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, lay low, defend yourself. You get there in a spot, you shoot him in the eyes. Like, just fucking chill out. You know? Like,
yeah.
Like Breaker's trying to get them all to do.
Yes. And why... After seeing everything that's already happened up to a certain point, eventually you just have to be like, all right, maybe we should listen to this guy.
Yeah.
He clearly has magic Jesus blood and has been around for 100+ years.
Right.
Well, not quite at that point, but still, like,
Yeah.
fucking, yeah. I would be my own person who was just like, listen to everyone shut the fuck up and listen to the cowboy.
I don't identify with anybody in this movie. I would be standing right next to Breaker going, yes.
Yeah, every other dude in the movie, I would say. And I'm not a lady. I'm kidding.
What do you think, Ray?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess Jada Pinkett Smith's character.
Okay.
I feel like I would just be the person who is clearly trying to fix my life because of some fuck up mess that I did, and then getting forced into a situation that like a bunch of religious people are pushing on me.
That's pretty solid. Yeah.
That's
pretty good.
Yeah, I feel
Nice,
like
dude.
that's definitely like who I would end up in that situation. Who I would want to be is the drunk old guy.
Oh man, that guy had a blast.
That guy had a great time,
Dude, Dick Miller,
dude, he was fucking having a great time.
killing it to the end. Yeah, Dick Miller, he winds up, his temptation, because everybody gets their own temptation, right? And his temptation is the naked 17.
Just booze and tits. They would have
Just,
got
yeah.
I changed my answer, by the way. That would have got my ass for sure.
Booze and
I
tits.
walk in, there's just a
Yeah.
bunch of tits, and it's just like also booze. I would have been like, yeah, no, for sure.
And this is where I cave. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Dude, he had the funniest
How
thing
did
too.
you know?
They were asking him about the movie. You know, they were like, how'd you like it? And he goes, it was my first time wearing prosthetics, which is crazy because he's been doing horror movies since the 50s.
Yeah.
Right.
It's his first time ever wearing the prosthetics and stuff. He goes, I really didn't like that part, but you know, he pushed through. But he goes, they go, what was your favorite part? And he goes, well, you know, there was that one scene where I got to look at titties the whole time. That was pretty great. he goes, I just couldn't get the lines right though.
That's
Dick, we have to make the fucking movie go.
He kept
We have
doing.
to finish the scene. There's 100 takes already,
He
dude.
said he just kept doing take after take. He's like, I just can't get it right.
also what a
You
great
shouldn't give me real boost.
because I think most sane people would walk into a room full of women with their tits out and within a certain context and at least been like, all right, these are tits and it's nice, but I'm gonna be a polite man. But if they're like, actually, we want you to play a real creep, and you just get to go in there and just be like, just that lizard brain. Be like, all right, I think we should. I don't think we got it, guys. I think we need to run it back one more time.
I'm just actually really nervous. I've never been around so many titties before.
Yeah, this guy's a total nerd. He's like, actually, could you put some of the titties away?
Yeah.
I feel uncomfortable.
I do love that his fantasy was just being like the only guy in a Key West strip club. That's
funny.
everything he wanted.
That's great. Billy Zane, by the way, one of his many like Aladdin vibe feeling things when he is trying to make the deal with Thomas Hayden Church, where he's like, Roach is like I'll give you the key, and he's like, yeah, great. And why don't you clean up some of that blood for me so I can get through there? And it like lets the sponge fold out of his mouth like the genie in Aladdin. He's just like, blip. That was 100% his idea.
That's awesome.
And he also like like that podunk, that motherfucker. All that's improvised.
Yeah,
like, they were just letting Billy Zane fucking run.
Oh yeah.
It's like, damn, I think he was just in the wrong racket. I think he should have been making comedies this whole time or something. So he thought of the whole sponge thing. Also, another reason why you would be the Jada Pinkett Smith, she dyed her hair blonde before the movie, and they asked her to change it back, and she refused. I could see you refusing to.
Yes, time and effort. What are you talking about?
I'm in my blonde era. Yeah. Let me be blonde, dog.
Also, this shit's falling out soon anyway. I gotta. You think it can survive that much more dye? Will Smith comes in and slaps the shit out of me.
Keep my wife's name out. No. Well, speaking of that, Billy Zane he's bald in this movie. Billy Zane had been bald for years.
Yeah.
He went bald super young, and he showed up to the audition with a trunk full of wigs and opened it up, and they were like, what is this? And he's
like, what do you want me to be?
Yeah. And they were like,
what do you want me to be, big boy?
They were like, no hair is good. That's crazy. That the hair looks legit in Titanic.
Yeah.
Like, you don't even know.
Good for him.
Yeah. So yeah, he gets to be, and you know what? Maybe that's why he was so good. He didn't have to be someone else. He could he could just let his bald flag fly. Good for him.
It's nice when people go bald and they embrace it.
Yeah.
I don't think I support the creative decision though. I don't think bald was a good move for that character. But if you're going for the genie thing, I guess he should have had just one little top.
He just has a little alfalfa thing right there. Yeah. Also, Billy Zane said this is his favorite character from any movie he's ever done.
I get that. That's awesome. I fully understand.
It's pretty sick. In the attic, we got Danny held up reading none other than the Tales from the Crypt comics from EC Comics, which he's using to pass the time. But now this is how the demons are getting through to him, right? This is how the collector is going to get him because that comic book is coming to life.
Right.
I love that they pull no punches with the kid. Normally they do the whole like don't hurt dogs and children.
Yeah.
He's like, no, push him through the fucking barrier so he explodes.
Yeah. It's so great. Just the most.
Comic books are evil is what my take on that.
Honestly,
Comic books are evil.
So with horror stuff, I think it does, like religious horror does play on the religious fears that people have. That's why religious trauma connects so much with these movies. And I don't think it's necessarily delivering that message as it is playing off, because this is satanic panic era. This is full blown, like when all that stuff was going on. So if you're showing like the demons entered you, like there are people who, myself included, grew up super fundamentalist religious, and you're told like through TV shows and through comic books the demons can go into your mind and stuff like that. And it makes people, especially back then when religion was more broad even than it is now, it is scary even if you're not religious anymore, because that's like ingrained into your subconscious. So I think it's a solid use of all of that stuff. It's great.
Well, and this is part of this is actually, you were right about the not necessarily playing into it, but almost a way of satirizing it. Yeah, because EC Comics was a part of the original. It was the very first censorship in art thing of coming after comic books. It started with comic books, and then it made its way to movies and music and all that stuff. And EC Comics, who really Tales from the Crypt started with in the 50s. EC Comics was the one, or actually before that, but they were the ones that sort of led the way in terms of like the same way that they had the rules about movies in the 30s and 40s that kind of made everything more puritanical and people had to find ways around it. Comic books had to do the same thing because they went through the same process. It just wasn't as known as like the Hays Code and all that.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's kind of wild. Yeah. And they made sure, Ernest Dickerson is like very aware of that, and he grew up like reading those comic books. So that's pretty cool.
That is dope.
Yeah. Okay. So also now our Uncle Willie he's totally fallen for the bait, You know, he's the great scenes with
What
Billy
did we
Zane
all?
bartender. He's like, you know how to make all this shit go away. Get shit faced.
Yeah, I ain't blaming him.
Can't blame him. Turns full fucking demon and puts his long demon tongue straight into Breaker's chest. Ugh, that's fucking gnarly, dude. Just like wiggling around in there. It's pretty nasty. But he's able to be killed by smashing his eyeballs into some antlers. which it does is the bow and arrow shot at the kid? I feel like the bow and arrow, or is that just a regular demon?
I think it was just one of the demons because they nailed one of them. One of them they absolutely nailed, and the kid flew through the window.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not gonna. I'll get riled up, dude.
Come on. Okay. This is at this point Roach has tried to make the deal that he thinks he's making, and of course, the collector just says, "I lied," and then they fucking eat him.
Yeah,
as he well deserves. And God, that's such a satisfying moment because you're just like, good, yeah, eat him. I don't like the demons, but I think I dislike him more. Yeah. I would rather you guys get to planet than people like Roach get to live.
Yeah.
Now they're the final girl is now trying to make her escape because she has been given the key. She's been anointed as the new protector of the key. And while this is happening, we have the final showdown for Irene and the other cop. They know they're fucked. There's no getting out of it. There's too many demons. And the seals are broken because of fucking Roach. And she does that great line where she's got the grenades all attached to her and everything, and the cop's holding on to her, and they're all running up the stairs, and she goes, "Supper time," and just fucking pulls those grenade chains off.
Good. So good.
Dude, it's like ingrained in my memory from a kid.
Yeah.
Supper time. Oh, man. So sick, dude. And it's really well done. Like, you're not watching it going like, oh, this is like a shitty B movie. Like,
no, all of it's really good.
All of the effects are from the very with the fucking car crash and like all that stuff. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, remember like a year later, Independence Day came out, and they had that scene where like the streets blowing up with the like laser shot down, and there's these like god awful like green screen CGI things where there's like fire behind them, and it's like so clearly computerized, and you're like, it's your fucking Independence Day. You had like $70 million or whatever. Meanwhile, these guys have no budget, and they're just like blowing up shit, and making it look perfect.
Well, because they thought that's what, like, you know, the highest quality CGI was gonna be. You know, no one thought like everything was gonna get better, and no one thought resolution on screens would be better. It's all no foresight.
No foresight. Yeah. I mean, it looked pretty bad for the time too, but of course everybody, you know, when Independence Day came out, everybody was just sort of like, it's fine.
Yeah, it's a thrill ride.
Yeah. So now,
weirdly enough, though, Jurassic Park still looks fucking fantastic.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah. I don't understand what they did with that movie and like the CGI in that movie, but Jurassic Park still looks so fucking.
I think it was just time and money and care, you know. Yeah. I think it was like the first real foray into that, right? Where it was just like don't have a single frame of this not be perfect.
Yeah. Right. Because like and like even through the resolution changes, like even with the fluidity of the dinosaurs, like all of it is still really well made.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy.
Yeah. Good point. I think I could be wrong, but Geraldine covers herself in blood so that she can't be touched.
Yep.
Which is really smart. But I could be wrong. Did she use Breaker's blood? It feels like she had to have just like taken it off because she couldn't dump out that blood onto her because there wouldn't be enough to cover her body in it.
I think it's
they don't show that, but I'm just guessing that it seems like she would need to like.
The logic of it to me would be she mixed in his blood with some of the other blood and just kind of smeared it
and
all
then did
over,
it.
you know
Okay.
what I mean? Like that's because the blood mixes with any other blood that it's added to. So I imagine it would do that outside of the thing.
Yeah, it was a smart move though.
Yeah. Just the awesome final girl look of like just her covered in all the blood of Christ and her predecessors at this point. And it's pretty funny that, the collector figures it out real quick. He's like, well, time to take a fucking bath. He just grabs his shower.
Yeah.
He goes, it's curtains for you, and he wraps her in a curtain and then like puts her in the shower. But unbeknownst to him, she has taken a big swig of the blood, and
he has that scene where like they're like dancing together.
Yeah.
Spits in his face.
Was that hilarious part right before it where he's like trying to tell her he loves her, and right before it, like demon lightning or demon fire shoots out of his pants like it's a fire cock or something. He's like, I'm sorry about that. He's like genuinely apologizing. He's like, I got a little ahead of myself. So they start dancing, and she's able to spit it in his face. And once she does that, then we see the full form creature that they had to build for this. No CGI, just because again, CGI can be useful and helpful, but the fact that they were able to create that giant, like almost, I guess almost like vampire style, like giant bat demon.
I can't remember it. I'm like trying to imagine it. I kind of remember that part.
It's fucking huge. It's pretty gnarly looking too.
It's so weird, and it's just like completely out of my memory right now.
I mean, it's very quick.
A little bit.
It's very quick, but it is like it's very like it's like kind of shocking because nothing else is in the movie is like that.
Yeah.
And that's when he turns into his actual full form, his true demon form, after she's spit the blood. And he then explodes, and then it blows up the house as well with her inside.
But the other guy was pretty impervious to a lot of damage. Well, no, because he had the thing in his chest.
I mean, they did both have the car accident. They did both have the car accident.
Yeah, but he also died.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I have no idea. You know what? Let's not question.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
It all worked out in the end.
Yeah, it all worked out in the end. She goes to get on a bus.
That's a smart move. She puts the thing at the door.
At the door of the bus. So good. The new collector comes, the black dude, and he says, no thanks, I'll take the next one. And she's able to ride off into the sunset on the bus. And the kind of haunting, awesome way to end that story is when he's walking down the road and he's whistling the Tales from the Crypt theme.
Yeah.
See Rose. Rose gets pulled down in the dirt, and that's when the Crypt Keeper does his final.
So fun.
It's the end of the episode. So fun.
That was so fun.
The camera going down through the earth into his little lair. That was pretty sick. And then actually there's a fun little Easter egg in there. There's a one of the hands has a bracelet that says Hoffa on it. So imply that that's where Jimmy Hoffa's body has been this whole time. Famously disappeared. Crypt Keeper says, I asked for final cut and I got it. Gets his head chopped off, thrown in a basket. Perfect bow on a perfect movie. Tales from the Crypt Team Night, everybody.
Yeah.
Woo! What a fun one. A couple of fun facts to finish off with. If you ever read the novel version of this, they did a novelization to help promote the movie, like a lot of movies do, especially horror. They did a novelization of it. This is actually based on the original script before they shot. So the stuff they cut for time for the movie is actually still in the novelization version. Okay. So if you ever want to hear about or see the other stuff that was meant to be in the film but couldn't make it, you can always read that. There was a version of the script that had no demons in it, just in case they didn't have money.
Wow.
How would that have worked?
So they're demons, but they're using human skin. They're like, it was just in case they couldn't get the funding they needed. It was like they're demons, but they look like people.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Thank fuck that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Also, when they were shopping around for scripts to try and make the 3-movie run of the Tales from the Crypt movies, one of them on the table was From Dusk Till Dawn.
Wow.
Which is a pretty similar movie, so I guess it's good that didn't wind up being the case.
Yeah.
But they just couldn't come to a deal on terms for shooting and for budget and everything, and obviously wound up going with Robert Rodriguez instead.
Yeah,
which is obviously better.
Mm-hmm.
But it would have been cool just for the canon of like Tales from the Crypt movies. Bordello Blood doesn't even come close to this movie, and From Dusk Till Dawn. But it would have been kind of interesting to see what would have happened.
He would have done, yeah.
Yeah,
because
at the end of this, there's a post-credit scene before Marvel. Okay, post-credit scene. And the Crypt Keeper pops up at the very end, and he says, "Be on the lookout for my next movie called Dead Easy." And then they never ended up making that, but it was about zombies in New Orleans. So that would have been kind of fucking cool, but oh well.
Okay.
The special effects was done by Todd Masterson, who also worked on the show. And this movie was released on Friday the 13th of January. 1995, which means we will be putting this episode out at the, what would that be, 31-year anniversary? Do I have that right?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Jesus Christ.
I'm almost 3 years older than this movie.
Yeah, you were a little
35.
You were a little baby when the movie came out.
Yeah, I was like 4 years old. Four.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, one final line that I really enjoyed from this. God damn it, get that pussy off the table.
Dude, thank you. Oh, my God. I forgot about that because I was going to say that was my favorite line.
Get that goddamn
pussy off. Get that pussy off.
Get the pussy off the table.
And then she hops off the table. I was talking about the cat. But yeah, all in all, super fun movie. I'm glad it held up because you see some things when you're a kid and you can't remember. You're like I think that was really good, but I don't know. 10-year-old me was kind of a fucking dummy. I don't know.
I got you, yeah.
But yeah, man, held up, dude. It was cool to see and know that that's legit. Before we hop off, any final thoughts, boys? Anything that you want to add in? If not, we'll just do budget and box office and.
Yeah, I think I've covered.
Yeah, we covered
everything
a lot of it.
Yeah, we did a lot in a pretty reasonable amount of time, huh?
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, you about got to go.
Just about.
So, we're going to do budget box office. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Budget was $30 million.
Okay.
Box office. Did this come out in theaters?
Yes.
Okay. $32 million. I don't think it made all that much money.
All right.
I was gonna go way lower. I gotta but yeah, it's tough with.
Don't be influenced by him.
I know. I'll go. All right, I'm gonna go with my low number. 4 million.
Okay.
And 7 million.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll go with that.
All right.
I'm probably way off, but.
All right. The budget for this movie was $13 million. God
damn it, dude.
Okay.
I should have went lower.
And, this one's going to be tough. Total gross worldwide box office, $21 million.
All right.
I think you made that one then,
Yeah,
right?
because I said 32.
Nice, dude, nice. Okay, we're tied 1-1. Let's break it. Rotten Tomatoes.
I can't. I saw it.
Did you?
I was looking it up to watch it.
What was it? Do you remember?
It was 49, I believe.
And what was the audience?
Oh, I don't know what the audience was. We
Okay,
go with
here we go,
audience.
here we go.
Okay, we'll go audience.
Okay.
That was a good tiebreaker, though.
Yeah.
Audience, I'll say, is 54.
Okay.
I think audience might be higher. I'd go 63.
Critics was 45%. Audience was 65%.
There
Caleb takes the win.
Damn, dude.
Ray, you got the.
I haven't had a win in a long time.
You did get the 1 point though.
I did get the 1 point.
Well, we really did it, kids.
We made it.
We made it all the way to the end.
We hadn't done an episode in a while, I feel like.
Yeah.
We a little rusty.
We took a little break from Gremlins because we wanted to make sure we allowed ourselves some time to get into the new year and not rush it. We thought about doing the Stranger Things finale, but then it did become a thing where it's like, oh, you can't really that's sort of like its own like review style things. That we don't usually do that for a regular episode, you know. Also, Sean didn't watch
anything.
He saw season 1 when it first came out, so that wouldn't have been.
I did the same, and I'm getting into it now, and I did not realize how much better it gets in season 2. So I got
really.
Season 2 is.
I'd argue season 1 was like the best season.
1's a good hook, and it's a great. I think standalone, it's a great story. Season 2, I think, is when it gets into that familiarity with the characters and things start to develop. Like season 2, make you cry. Like that's how.
When you finish, we can do a roundup of the entire show.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah,
that'd be fun. That sounds like fun.
So check out our sponsors if you haven't already. They are linked in the description of our episode. It's Valley of Oh Lollipops. You can check them out.
Nice.
They are fantastic. They do horror-themed and movie-themed lollipops, and they even have a Patreon where they send you a monthly subscription of lollipops and cool shit. And, of course, Maxwell Farms for all your flower and edible needs.
Great edibles, by the way.
Great edibles.
Phenomenal edibles. The fucking they do like a kind of like a Rice Krispie, but it's with goddamn the cinnamon toast crunch. Holy Jesus, they're so good.
Yeah. And if you're in California or other states where that's legal to send you.
Yep.
Otherwise, or if you're of age, otherwise don't buy that. Anyway, we love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out, and we will see you on the next episode.
Yeah.
Bye. Oh, which one are we going for? This one. All right, I gotta go.
Okay, you got it.
Fuck me.
See you.
Swallow this.